If you're a big fan of Trump, then I'm really sad for you, kind of. But I don't know about how you feel with the coins on the back, with the swords and the backs for our Holocaust, and how that was all going to happen, and how Biden is now pushing through the same laws with the anti-Semite LGBTQ laws, which just cuts off the head of anybody that disagrees with whatever that or this, and it gets complicated. So anyway, if you remember history and how anti-Semite laws started with Stalin, then you can see we're kind of in the same thing, where we could have 10 million Russians were killed back then by Stalin, so it might be a good idea to focus on what Revelation says about the king to come, and how during the end times there will be great deceptions and plagues. And if you look at the plague we have right now, if we're waiting for a king that's coming, and he's coming the same way that he left us, with a bloody robe on that he died in, and yet everybody wants to get all mummied up as if we're doing a Lazarus imitation. But if you focus on the coming king and what he's coming to do, to reign for 1,000 years, then it doesn't really fit with all these other laws and all these other things that Trump and them are doing. So that is where you have the princes that are reigning right now and bringing deception on all these, when they keep saying, wait, I think he's got elected. Well, no, I think now he's president, you see what I mean? It gets a little complicated, but if you focus on the main thing, which is the coming king, then you don't have to get all caught up in this madness of the princes who've been trying to reign for a very long time. And the problem with princes is they're just demons, and they're not with the king, and how he's coming to reign and bring everything golden for all those golden rules we followed for all these years. So get focused on what's right, and get focused on the king. Forget about your church doctrines of men that make sons of hell anyway, and they're all dens of thieves trying to tell you to tithe when people are going homeless every day and they don't give a rat's ass. So get your focus on the king and how he will come, and how he's not going to be wanting you to look like an Egyptian plague has hit, when we are 666 years since the Black Plague, and mask-induced pneumonia killed most people in 1918, which Fauci studied and told us all about, and how we must wear a mask now, which mask-induced pneumonia has the same symptoms as the plague. And isn't it strange how fear of the virus is one of the main causes of it? So if we're into fear-mongering, and our king said, "Fear not, O you of little faith," then maybe we need to wake up at what kind of faith we have and who it's in. Because the thing is that right now, there's a lot of people with a lot of faith in a lot of many things, but it doesn't mean that it's right or that it's with the king. And when he comes and he says, "I don't know you, depart," that's not a good thing. So get on the right page with the king and it'll all be good. And stop acting like a mummy, like the plague of Egypt is hitting again. Because if that hums and then you need a mark on your heart for the plague, well, that would not be good, because that would be beastly. And we're trying to get good for the king, for the golden age, to pay the golden karma on all of us following that lovely golden rule. So just remember these things and have a great day. And live for the king. And worry not and fear not, but trust with great faith in the coming king.